Hey, good evening. Welcome to Colorado Chronicles. This evening, we got a bunch of good topics, a lot of new developments hitting the greater Denver metro area. A little bit south, we got a few down by in Centennial. We got a few up in Brighton. We have some new companies rolling into town with the common theme of aerospace and technology. So a lot of exciting things coming into the area, and that we're going to talk all about it tonight. So as you guys are jumping on, say hello. Let me know in the chat where you guys are watching from. And this is going to be, again, second cigar night. I'm going to chop it up and chat with you until I complete my Deadwood Sweet Jane cigar this evening. Give a minute to see who's going to jump on with me this evening. It is still light out. It is 6:30. It is still light out, and it is snowing up here in the foothills. I might go hit up Arapahoe Basin. The season is coming to an end, and I've only hit the mountain for 7 days so far. So I'm definitely going to be hitting up a couple more before the season ends. Try to get like 12. Once you hit 12, you start to feel a little bit better about the expense that you pay. And I'm expecting some lower numbers in viewers today. We did move everything over to the Uncut somewhere in Colorado channel. So Uncut is the new channel where you're going to be able to watch the couple of live streams that we have. So one Thursday evening, 6:30, Colorado Chronicles. That is where we are. That is what we're doing this evening, where we talk about the just latest developments in the area, news hitting Colorado, hot topics, and all kinds of stuff. Also, your opportunity to just jump on, ask questions. Let's chop it up and chat it up. And then Saturdays, 8 a.m. early for your early birds, 8 a.m. Mountain Time. We cover all the latest, greatest homes to be hitting the Foothills market just west of the greater Denver metro area, covering like Bailey, Blackhawk, Conifer, Evergreen, Morrison, Golden, Kittredge, Idaho, Conifer, did I say it? Pine, all those areas you know and love. So definitely check out our new channel, subscribe to it if you have not yet. I'm gonna hang out for a minute, see who we have jumping on this evening. So ready for spring. So ready for spring. We got that tease about a week ago of that like 65 down in the city. It was 70 degrees, sunny. We're all feeling it. People are getting their sprinklers turned on. People are going to start planting plants. But don't forget, we always have that season, late spring snowstorm that's going to wreck your garden, unfortunately. It's hard to time. All right, let's get into our first topic here. We're talking about new development down in Centennial. This 800-acre area just off of I-25 is going to be transformed over the next many years into like a multi-use area. They're calling it Midtown Centennial, trying to give Centennial that area, that hang, that Centennial's got several spots, but there's no like concentrated downtown feel in Centennial. And that's what this Midtown, that's the other camera. And that's what this Midtown Centennial is trying to become. And this is what it's going to look like. You're going to say, hey, Sean, where's that going to be? I gotcha. This is going to be right where, right next to the IKEA, right by the Dry Creek Station. That's where they're going to be building this. So easy commute if you're coming in on I-25, or you could take the light rail, which is awesome. Going, the light rail keeps going further south. Will it someday hit Castle Rock? I don't know, but there were a lot of. I remember the one business that I was like, oh, this one's definitely going down. Was, I think it was called Wow Furniture. It was right next to IKEA, and as soon as IKEA came in, I'm like, these guys are out of business. But um, they have a 50-year a vision for the area, aims to bring more vibrant and walkable area encompassing residential, commercial, and transit-oriented spaces. It's going to set the stage for the next generation of people to live in Centennial. This is according to David King, the senior planner of the project for Midtown. So kind of cool. I mean, I think there's a lot to do down there already. You got right by Park Meadows. You got DTC area, which has all kinds of different restaurants. So I wouldn't say the area is lacking, but again, there's not that like concentrated area, and that's what they're trying to do. What's up, guys? As you guys jump it on, say what's up. Let me know who's watching, who's on here with me tonight. We got a bunch of new developments that are hitting the area, a bunch of new businesses, a bunch of new jobs, all kinds of new stuff. Let me know what you guys are up to. Is anybody going out to, as I see the snow falling, is anybody going out to opening day for the Rockies tomorrow? I'm not an opening day person downtown. I'm not a I'm not a St. Patrick's Day downtown. I don't like the crowds. I don't like people bumping into me, and parking's always crazy, and it doesn't look like the weather is going to be helping them out much at all. But let me know anybody planning on going down there. I think they're playing the Athletics tomorrow. I think I'm going to go hit up A Basin. Pumped about that tomorrow. Next up, what else we get to talk about? This new company. So this is a battery factory. So Silicon Valley battery company uh, backtracks. Oh, this is backtracking. Oh man, I read earlier that these guys were actually coming. Let's learn this together because I think they were coming in like 322 jobs. So all right, this is new. This is that new hotness. Oh, we got Jared and Milady Mel coming to us from Oklahoma City. What are you guys doing out in Oklahoma City? I uh I like Oklahoma City. I went out there and I got myself some boots because I felt like if there's somewhere to get boots, Oklahoma City was a good place. So I got myself a real nice pair of shit kickers. All right, so let's find out what happened here. So this Silicon Valley battery company was expected to open this year and employ at least 332 people. I read this article like a week and a half ago saying that it was coming. They've been planning to turn this into a giant Brighton warehouse, like 8,000 square feet. It's completed in design in October and was promised millions in state and local incentives for the project. But the company's latest Securities Exchange Commission filing, uh, Amprius disclosed that it doesn't plan to spend more money anytime soon for constructing the facility. So quickly that changed. Currently monitoring the larger industry dynamics, changes in demand, supply, battery cost structure, government incentives, trade tariffs, and other considerations may also influence the decision. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Now that we have these tariffs, they're going to be put on a lot of a lot of products coming in to the United States. It's going to be interesting to see how that affects business. I understand it's a long-term play and it's, oversimplified to say that the the cost will be just, put on the consumer because I think in the short run the tariffs are going to affect us, but the whole idea is to bring jobs back to the United States, but not these 330 jobs. Sounds like that might be one of the big deciding factors that had these guys shift gears. They're initially offered 5.4 million in tax incentives over 8 years if they grew the employee to a minimum employee um, count to 332. Huh. Cool. All right. Well, that is not coming to the area at this time. They do not expect this is coming from the Amprius. Sandra Waller, the chief financial officer, said that at this time we do not expect future expenses related to the facility build out. We also had 4.2 of cash inflow associated with the return of our deposits for long lead time items related to the Colorado facility. They are out. Still have to spend time at OKC, still trying to become full-time Evergreen. Kittredge, right? Full-time Evergreen slash Kittredge. It's actually harder than I expected to smoke a cigar and talk. It's hard to keep it lit. New homes staying up in Brighton. Definitely not going to be homes for these new employees because there will be no new employees. But this is new builder breaking ground northeast Denver up in Brighton area. They are planning to put in a bunch of 1,473 to 2,937 square foot homes in Brighton's Cherry Meadows. This is along 168th Avenue and South 19th Avenue. A groundbreaking marks an exciting milestone for Land Sea Homes in the Brighton area. They've already been doing developments over in Cherry Creek. They're saying the prices, which is really affordable for Colorado, starting in the high 400s for these single family detached homes, although that may change. The announcement said so. Expect that to change. Whoa, my mouse is freaking out. All right, they're looking to invest in Colorado, trying to be the one of the top 10 national builders in the area. They're also selling homes Parkway at Prairie Center Village, also located in Brighton. Winco Foods. Never heard of these guys, but I see they're coming into the area with their first Colorado store. They are Idaho-based grocery store chain trying to expand to Colorado Metro, bringing its budget-friendly offerings to Colorado for the first time. So they're building a 84,000 square foot grocery store on the land southeast quarter of 164th and Washington Avenue. Basically, it sounds like a grocery store, but more like a bulk, like a Costco or a Sam's Club. So not only are they buying one property, but they're buying two properties up there. Boom. Cool. I don't know this grocery store. They're coming to the area though. Always good. A lot of new developments, a lot of businesses investing in Colorado, which is a good thing. A lot of people come out here mainly for the lifestyle. That's why I think Colorado prices won't be affected. Well, aren't typically affected too much um, by like market shifts and things like that because a lot of people aren't coming out here for, some are relocating, some are PSAing for the military, stuff like that. But a lot of people, especially in their like people below 30, are coming out here for the lifestyle or the super low property taxes. That's also a big win. I was talking to a client from Texas, and he said he bought a house back in like 2005 in Texas for like 150,000. Sweet house. But the property taxes got so sky high that is with his valuation, they're paying about $25,000 a year in property taxes, which we can agree that is too much. Where's all this money going to? That's one of the things I always think is like, okay, like all the prices, inflation's going up. So prices of all the goods are going up. So taxes are going up. Uh, we should be having just a ton more money to be spending in the government. Where is it? Where is it going, Elon? You tell us. Soon, we'll all know. Next up, we got founders Jessica and Damien are opening this beer spa. It's a beer spa down in Highlands Ranch. They already put one over in Rhino area. There's Oakwell Beer Spa, a wellness center for where visitors can sip beer and relax in saunas and tubs, opening its second location down in Highlands Ranch on April 7th. The new 3,500 square foot location at 6660 Timberline Road, Suite 100. Spacious outdoor patio, um, will debut with 16 employees, spa managers, therapist. Seems unnecessary. A beer spa. Tap rooms powered by California based I Pour It offers a rotating selection of local craft beers, ciders, wine, kombucha, and zero proof beverages. Prices for the Oakwell Beer Spas. Let me try that again. Uh, prices for the Oakwell Beer Spa start at $199 for a 90-minute private session to $649 for a group up to 4 people for 90 minutes. I like my massages personal. I don't like my skin treatments and massages in group settings, especially for maybe if you're doing a couples massage or something like that. But good luck to you on your separate location. Yeah, beer spa gives vibes soaking me. Maybe they are. Maybe they are. I don't know how that could be a positive for your skin. Yeah, it does look like they're in beer right there. What up, Christian White? Happy Thursday. How are you, sir? Going over to sports up in Boulder. Coach Prime getting that money. Yeah, I think it was Ryan that was giving the elevations, but Highlands Ranch I'm gonna say is at 5,000 feet elevation. Coach Prime Time lands record breaking deal contract extension with the Colorado Buffalo. Thank goodness we have a freaking good sports team up here. They were when they started losing to CSU. It's like, what are we doing? That's like Ohio State losing to the Ohio Bobcats. That should not happen. So Deion Sanders was rewarded with a record-breaking contract after a transformational 2 seasons. Yeah, the first season was started off amazing, and then it, you know, didn't do that well. But it's going to be interesting to see how they do this year after they lost a few of their amazing starters. His deal, 55-year, $54 million contract running through 2029 will pay Sanders, who's already the best paid coach in CU history, $10 million in base salary. Holy crap. $10 million in base salary 2025 and 26, 11 million in 2027, 12 million in 2029. Who's your guys' team? Are you guys Sooners fans, Jared and Mel? Boomer Sooners? Big Ten. I like a little Big Ten action. I always root for the Big Ten unless they're playing Ohio State, and then I want them to play their best. I want them to have their best game, and then I want us to whoop up on them. That way, they're completely owned and defeated. I think it's interesting. I mean, what's the NIL deals for these athletes? Who's getting paid the most out of? I mean, probably Shador Sanders was making the most over there, but I mean, Coach Prime's got all that promotion too. The guy can talk. The guy can hype up stuff. Yeah, I'm Ohio boy. Ohio represent. And none of you congratulated me on my national championship this past year, which is bullshit. I think we can agree. Mm. Staying on the topic of a beer, or lack of, you can no longer get beer at Lowdown, right there off of Broadway. I used to stomp around here all the time. It was one of my favorite hangs. They had good food, they had good pizza, they had a good outdoor space with some cornhole, another great Ohio pastime, Ohio invention. But the former bar in Denver's Capitol Hill neighborhood will soon be demolished to make way for an 18-story mixed-use building. The former site of Lowdown Brewery and Kitchen at the northeast corner of 8th Avenue in Lincoln, expected to be a 295 unit condo building with ground level retail. The plans call for a 452,000 square foot building with 332 residential. This is how they do it. This is very Capitol Hill of them. Thank you. Appreciate that. I can really only watch what I like about college football. I can't do NBA. I can't do college basketball. I got too many things going on. I can't be watching, a Tuesday night game and all that stuff. I love college football because it's a Saturday once a week thing. I can do that, and in that, there's typically only like 7 games out of the year, unless we go to the national championship that I'm going to watch because those first couple when they're playing like Toledo or Youngstown State, it's like they're just walking all over them. Well, if your main sport is hiking, then you're in the right freaking area. Kittredge, Evergreen, you guys got all those all those spots, including Colwena. Colwena. Karina was the one of my ex-girlfriends, and it's kind of annoying because every time I go by there, I reminded of her. She's a nice girl, but I don't need to be reminded of the ex. Um, so like I said, how they do it at Capitol Hill, 332 units, 290 parking spaces. And they're probably going to charge you 50 to $150 to get one of those sweet spots. So if you work and live downtown, or if you work remotely, I guess that's a sweet deal. You can stomp around. I just don't like the idea of having to park my car on in Capitol Hill, especially if you're coming home. If you're driving regularly now, like a lot of people in Capitol Hill, they'll just park their car. They'll just park their car during the week and access it to hit the mountains, get some of that hiking done over in Kittredge. But just just too many car break-ins. I go over in Capitol Hill and you just see too many shattered glass from people breaking into cars over there. This place is also, I mean, this is kind of nice. Two-story lounge on the 17th floor, showcasing views of the mountains, and an infinity pool and street level retail. They said it's going to be a first of a kind experience focusing on wellness, wellness living. I don't know. It's luxury living. They're gonna have a few patios and stuff out there, but I don't know. I feel like I've seen a lot of these over the Golden Triangle and the Capitol Hill area. Like last week, I talked about the two new developments going on. Not 295 units, but um, I think it was like 80 to 150 right over there across from Sunken Gardens, and then up at 38th. Why is the crime rate so high? That is a great question, Christian. And as a realtor, I need to be a little bit cautious about talking about areas and crime rates. I would always divert you to the Denver crime map. Let's do that. I haven't pulled that up in a while. It's always a fun website. This and the sexual predator red dots on the map. It's always fun to meet your neighbors that way. All right, let's see where Capitol Hill is top 10. Looks like top 10, 5 points. Oh no, Capitol Hill is fourth. Then there's North Capitol Hill. North Capitol Hill is kind of the uptown area. Let's go look around right where this is going to be at, right around like 8th and Lincoln. Not too bad. What do we got? Theft from a motor vehicle. Like I said, oh, here we go. We got to go over to Lincoln Street here. There you go. We have a lovely larceny, public disorder. Public disorder doesn't really bother me. Public disorder, public disorder, auto theft. This is actually not as much crime as I thought there was going to be in the area. Maybe I'm just looking back at the past. Oh, last week. This is last week, last month. Here we go. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. What do we got going on around here? That is the Mezzo building. It's called Arches Tower now. I used to live over in here. All other crimes. That's not very fun. Larceny, public disorder. All right, well, that wasn't as fun as I thought it was going to be, but is it a political thing? Well, I'd say it is. Like most well most it's a city thing, but like most city the past 5 years we've seen a lot of lax rules on um the unhoused, immigration, and just open drug use in the parks. I mean, they had to like shut down parks. They had to block off parks because too many people were camped out. Like this park right here, just blocked off. Governor's Park, that one also was blocked off a lot. Was that one right over off of, yeah, this one here. This one was blocked off a lot. Now you can't go into that playground without having a kid, which, okay, it's like a Chuck E. Cheese now. So one time I had to throw out. I'm up in the mountains now. I haven't had one mouse in this house yet, which is super surprising to me because I have that river rock foundation. I just feel like that's an easy way for critters to get in here, but nothing. But when I lived in Southwest Denver, we had a little bit of a problem. We had to get traps. I tried to do the nice thing. I would trap them and then kindly take them to the park where in my mind they lived a long full life. They became king of the park, but in reality they were probably scooped up by some hawk or something like that. No, you don't get to get sticky traps. You just get the little cage that they go into, and then you kindly put them in your car and you take them out and you drop them off where they were. I mean, even mice experience homelessness. Austin. I thought Austin when I was in there. Last time I was in Austin, I thought it was like pretty great. I was by the convention center. I didn't see much homeless at all until you hit like certain. It's always like that in other cities. Like they move them right, so they'll have the camps and then they move them, and so it's all good. You don't see them out of sight, and then all of a sudden you hit that one street and you're like, oh, there they all are. Grandee or Grand B. All right, so low down, no moss. That's sad. Next up, we got a German-based RV and van rental company is opening its Denver station, seeks to grow its American presence. So we get a whole bunch of Germans making their way out here. That is the goal. So Road Surfers is opening a new 30,000-foot station, including nearly 18,000 square foot of warehouse on April 1st. The German company seeks to attract its European customers to U.S. road trips is going to be up at 53rd and 53rd Sherman in Denver. So not exactly. I mean, it's kind of Denver. What's that area called? That's called. I forget. The company's hired 10 employees, plans to increase the size of the team as its base grows. Station is going to include check-in areas, maintenance areas for vehicles in a large parking lot. They chose this area due to its proximity to Denver International Airport and highways such as I-25 and I-70. Makes sense to me. These guys opened it in 2016, 90 stations in 16 countries. Its first U.S. Location launched back in 2022. 3 years later, it's got locations in Phoenix, Salt Lake City, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Seattle. I haven't lived that van life, but I'm all about it. I like to, especially with the ability to do a Starlink on these beasts. I got a Starlink inserted into my front windshield. Is it legal? I don't think so. Has anyone said anything about it? Not yet. So, especially going from Idaho Springs to Evergreen and then through Evergreen, like through Evergreen Meadows, I always lose service and saved my butt this past weekend. I was up Fall River Road in an area where basically you hit Fall River Road, you lose service and and it's a bad situation if you get to a property like I did. I got to the house. The agent had the lockbox information. He sent me a text, "Hey, use this code." I get there. That code does not work. So I'm sitting there, and luckily, I was able to text him because I had the Starlink. Otherwise, what has happened before, and it's never a good first time experience with a client, you got to drive 15 minutes back down the road to get a hold of the agent. Hopefully, they pick up, and then 15 minutes back, half an hour at least time wasted. And then if you have like five other showings in the mountains are always hard to time, anyways. It's fast enough. So I did have the $150 plan, and I think that's essentially unlimited. But I since wintertime, I'm not like camping out anymore. I dropped it down to the $50 plan. But for the summer, I got that 1979 Ford Bronco that's in the shop right now down in Lakewood, getting new electrical to it, new gas tank. It's already got the big beefy fatty tires on it. It's got that 460 big block Ford engine, the biggest that they make. Mm, barely gonna get over 65 miles an hour, but it's a freaking tank. So excited to take that out. But yeah, it is fast when I think what they do if you do the $50 program, you get a certain amount of data and then they'll slow you down. So it works for calls, works for texting, basic streaming. But I'll probably have to bump it up to the $150 plan because um because, like, I was at back up in Blackhawk one time, camping, didn't have service on my phone for, like, 45 minutes, but it popped up that Starlink, and I got on a Zoom call with my admins out in the Philippines, and they said it was crystal clear, so pretty sweet. I'll share you a picture on Saturday if you jump on with me. I'm not gonna go up, plus there's snow on my windshield right now, we got, like, an inch over here. Nice, hell yeah. These guys are booming. Road Surfers American fleet plans to grow its numbers of vehicles from 250 to 800 in the United States by the end of the year. Four stations in the region, including Denver. Very cool. My admins and editors are out in the Philippines, and they're freaking G's. They're awesome. I tried to get editors when I first started getting editors. I was like, let me get some college kids that are taking like video or media over at Denver University. But man, these American kids don't want to work. I paid them. I was paying them. I thought pretty well, for per hour. But then every excuse came up. It's like, oh, I'm going home, or I I got paper midterms coming up, or something like that. And I was like, dude, I don't care. He made the commitment. Like I need videos done. And then as soon as they edited like two videos, they're like, "Oh, you're not paying me enough." I'm like, "Bro, you're new. You're brand new, and you're acting brand new. This is an opportunity to learn how to like fine tune your skill, build your portfolio." And they're just like, they sucked. Cool. Company has about 10,000 vehicles for sale, starting at $99 per night for a minimum rental period of 3 nights with no maximum limit. You could have these all freaking day. I mean, that's about rent. I mean, if you had the ability to rent out your place for $100 a night, which pretty much any place you rent out, if you live in the city, you could rent it out easy for $100 a night. This is basically a wash. Work for Google, a part of the team PH, hard workers, super polite. They call me sir, they call me boss. They're respectful. They appreciate the opportunity because a lot of them were traveling like an hour to get to their jobs before. Hop a train, then a bus, and my guys all have like three children plus, and so they appreciate being able to stay home with the kiddos. What else? We got some brew. We're talking about a lot of beer today. Yeah, respect. Miss Dawn. Cool. We have Dry Dock Brewery and Left Hand Brewery are combining forces. So Longmont-based Left Hand Brewery and Aurora Dry Dock Brewing Company are united under Indian Peaks Brewing banner, the largest craft brewery in Colorado. The companies announced the merger Wednesday. Basically, what they're trying to do is just share packing, shipping, brewing facilities, so they don't have to do it on their own, which is always a good idea. And this just comes days after Great Divide announced it's acquired by locally owned Wilding Brands, a parent company that recently assembled Stem Ciders, Denver Beer Co. I don't know how to say that. Cervecera, and other craft beverage brands. We need Brooke Arciniega, um, our not Hispanic, but our Mexican in-house interior designer could probably tell me how to say that better. Yeah, so they closed their 30,000 square foot production facility and tap room at 28 Tower Road in Aurora. Of their Yeah, just like I said, just putting together their facilities. What else I got? I got for you guys Sundance Film Festival is coming to Boulder starting 2027. They're looking at other cities like Cincinnati, which didn't seem like a good fit for them. Cincinnati doesn't seem like a big you know, I don't know, like cultural epicenter there. But they're looking at Boulder, Cincinnati, and Salt Lake. Um, they all gave strong proposals, but Colorado won it out. Boulder seems like the right place to be having that. Sundance Institute acting CEO Amanda Kelso says Boulder is an art town, tech town, mountain town, and college town. It's a place where the festival can build and flourish. This is the beginning of a bold new journey as we invite everyone to be part of our community and to be entertained and inspired. We can't imagine a better fit than Boulder. Well, you did for a minute there. You kind of imagined Cincinnati and Salt Lake, but I'm glad we won out. That'll be bring a lot of tourism, consumerism, and additional business to the locals over there. Never been to the I think where was it? It was a Park City, I believe. Before that, that is a big get. I know Cerveza. I know Cerveza is Mexican for beer, but I thought Modelo was Mexican for beer. Uh, One of the things. So Ohio, we don't have many Hispanics in Ohio. We got a lot of Italian, German, Polish. Uh, we got a lot of everybody in Ohio, but we don't have a lot of Hispanics. So I came out here. I'm like green chili, blow my mind. Thank you very much. So all the good Mexican food, but um, but yeah, my neighbor when I bought my first house was Spanish, and they introduced me when I had a bad hangover one day, and I was trying to repair the fence, and I'm like, dude, I'm on the struggle bus right now. I'm suffering from that Chinese disease. It was a joke my first boss used to do. Suffering from that Chinese disease, dragon ass. That's a funny joke. But they gave me my first michelada, which actually helped out my hangover a whole lot. And then I was a fan. That's basically what I had for you guys. We got Jared, Mel, and Christian, the homies hanging out. Any other question? Anything else going on with you guys live? I got about 5 minutes left of a stogie here to chop it up with you guys. Other things going on. I mean, real estate market is popping off. A lot more. That's funny that I know that's a Trump voice right there. um, A lot of things popping off. You just know because we're that Zillow Flex team up here in the mountains, preferred Zillow agents. You're looking on Zillow, you click contact agent. My team's phone rings, so we've noticed a big influx of not only listings on the Saturday video, but a lot of more reach outs from potential buyers. What's the new development coming to Evergreen? I'm not sure about that. Styles development. No, let's look it up together. Styles development in Colorado. And you guys, what I'm getting done with this, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go watch me some Love on the Spectrum. Is this it here? 30-ish homes. And that's super unique for let me ask ChatGPT. I like to do this. My mom doesn't even know about ChatGPT. I'm like, Mom, you need to know this. Tell me about the Styles development. Oh gosh, ask me to spell Kittredge. Uh, maybe no, that there's an E in there somewhere. ChatGPT will figure it out. Styles Development is a family-owned, full-service firm based in Colorado, especially like in Evergreen areas. Styles Development is undertaking the Troublesome Gulch project, 80-acre development featuring 30 new prime 30 new units prime real estate. Development promises unique landscape including impressive rock outcroppings. Well, that's not them. That's God's plan there, putting those in there. Dense tree cover, serene hilltop meadows, and convenience to access downtown Evergreen, the lake, as well as highways 285. Not to mention right down the road from uh I mean that's the best drive down to Red Rocks right there. Okay, those are all the pictures we get. There's that one house. Let's see. Where's the road here? No road. There's that one house that's like right on the U over there, and it looks like friggin' fairy tale land. It's absolutely gorgeous. This used to be owned by a banker, built that back in the day. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, well, that's all we have. Expected in 2026. All right, coming to you live. Haven't been down that way in a minute. What's the house that is the mid-century home that looks like a spaceship? That's we call that the Jetson house up here. Um, yeah, the Jetson house. It was also in what was the movie? Charlie's Angels. And I like it, but it's overlooking I-70. So to me, it's like, all right. I mean, that's not that cool then. Uh, that's what I love about working in the mountains, though, because there's so many amazing houses down, you go down a road that nobody else goes down. The house hasn't been sold in 30, 40 years and you get to go check it out. That's why I moved from the metro area, selling predominantly. I mean, my team's still down there, but making my way up to the mountains because it's just awesome looking at these houses and they're so unique. Everything is custom. It's Sick. Who we got? We got Christian. We got Jared and Mel. We got one other person on here. Who else is out there? State your name. State where you're at. Had several people reach out this week off the new channel regarding the new channel, which was cool. I know we don't have a lot of viewers on this yet, but that's exciting. Get some calls. People watching the live streams. They say, "Hey, we watch, but we don't join the live and we don't comment." I'm like, "All right, well, say hello, say what's up." Yeah, you gotta look down. I mean, that's always the joke. Get your house on top of the mountain so you could look down on people. That is the dream, right? Get a sweet mountain house that you can visit, and then right now, what I need, the next house I need a house by the beach, baby. That January through right now, I'm just like, I need some sunshine. I need some beach for sure. So my goal is to I got my studio down here. I got room. I could down here. I could put a bed. I got a separate entrance, and I could block off the top, rent out the top while I'm gone, and that way I could have this spot as my headquarters for the business, and then I want to have a place back in Ohio. I want to have a place at the beach, maybe Tulum. I had my eye on Tulum. They just built a new airport down in there, so that's looking super sexy. Problem with Tulum is you hard to get financing there, so you have to pay cash. So I need to sell some more houses. Thank you, Christian. I feel like this is probably my worst episode so far. Some Thursdays, I'm just not feeling it. I've been talking all day, and today is one of those days. But I'm here for you guys. I appreciate you guys jumping on. I like the homies. We got the regulars on the channel jumping on with me. So I talked to DJ Forecast the other day too. So it's nice to finally chop it up with you guys. If you ever see me out, Jared and Mel, definitely say what's up. Yep, I gotta go too. We're gonna shut this down. Okay, all right, that's cool. I'm glad you can read. That's a beautiful thing. So that is it for this week, guys. Thanks for jumping on. Thanks for being here with me. I'll see you guys on Saturday, or I'll see you next Thursday. I'm gonna do this live every Thursday, 6:30. You guys know that, but I'm gonna be taking off the last Thursday of each month because I'm gonna have not a house party, but a little dinner over here for I got too many different groups, friend groups, and I want to bring some of my favorites together to meet each other. So I'll see you guys. You guys have a good one. I love you. Peace. Enjoy Oklahoma City.